as things.
Well, thank you, Kevin.
They've got some tough physical players, DA. They don't take plays off. Ray, you look up and down both these rosters, and these are incredible athletes on both sides.
So we expect, Kevin, that we're going to get some great highlight plays out in transition here, and you're going to see the court shrink up a little bit for some of the offensive players.
How about the most athletic guy you ever faced?
John Barry? No, I'm kidding, Kevin. I'm kidding.
You like that answer, though, yeah. If he's listening, I'm sure he is.
Yeah, he
no,
doesn't.
Jordan, LeBron, who?
Yeah. Most athletic player I ever faced was Kobe Bryant in his prime.
I like that answer. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. Ilyasova out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Adams in at the center position. Now here is Horford. Outside Thomas. Hits it from three-point range. Thomas got the first bucket of the game with the three for the Celtics. Westbrook kicks to Ilyasova. Adams' shot is good.
Well, using his wide frame right there, Adams able to get the position he wants and drops it through.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Now Thomas. Lock at 6. Here's Horford. And the wing jumper offline.
Well, he's the last guy you want to leave open there, but somehow he didn't knock it down.
Oladipo outside. Can't hit that one. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Crowder kicks to Thomas. He feeds it to Horford. And he comes up with the deuce. Horford's got his first basket of the night.
Well, if Horford was a doctor, that's where he'd operate. When he gets it like that, he's always money from there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And that one misses.
And the Celtics, really since the departure of the big three and Rajon Rondo, doing an amazing job of stockpiling assets and draft picks all along while still being competitive. So you had to know, though, that front office wouldn't hesitate to make a big move. This is an organization that seeks to compete for championships and nothing else.
And the Celtics last season in a quote-unquote rebuild mode. And yet, Greg, they were among the best teams in the NBA, certainly the East. Did they need to make any trades?
You know, they basically had to start combining assets. They were already one of the deepest teams in the league. They had 3 first-round picks in that 16 draft, 3 second-rounders. At some point, you have to make a quantity-for-quality trade because you only get 15 spots.
Westbrook kicks to Ilyasova. Westbrook a screen on Crowder. Here's Oladipo. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Westbrook pulls it in.
Not quite sure why he felt the need to rush that one. He had all the time in the world and just threw it up before he was ready to go.
There's the dish to Adams. And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. His 3-pointers off the mark. Celtics leading by 4. Outside Thomas. Horford the pass to Brantley. No good from outside. Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Robertson, the putback, the rebound by Johnson. Celtics have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Bucket is good. Bradley's got 5 now.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. The Thunder with another miss. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Horford. And it's Horford with the extra effort.
And you like to see that from Horford. He never gives up on the offensive glass, which allows him to get pretty easy looks like that one at the basket.
Here's Roberson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pulls up on the wing, and Westbrook gets it to go.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
And here is Thomas. Inside, Johnson. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And the Thunder from 2011 to 2014 made the Western Conference Finals twice, as well as the NBA Finals, while still one of the youngest teams in the league. They had, Greg, all the makings of a dynasty.
You felt like they were destined to win a championship and maybe multiple ones. Now you're not so sure. It's a tough business, and being very good often isn't good enough.
Celtics leading by 8. Thomas dishes to Horford. Pass to Johnson. And another basket for Boston.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Oladipo outside. Westbrook with it. Ilyasova, a screen on Bradley. And Russell Westbrook good for 3. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, continuing his efforts to be more accurate from behind the arc. This will help his team spread the floor even more. Westbrook knocks that one down.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Well, Brett, we know the Dominican Republic is, churning out great baseball players. Not as many NBA players, but Al Horford was a notable exception.
Yeah, maybe he's going to be one of those guys who changes the perception of what basketball means back in his home country. He's such a great leader on his team and a tremendous representative of the Dominican.
And that one falls for Horford. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. So Horford gets 2. And the Celtics a stifling defensive ball club under head coach Brad Stevens.
Tremendous perimeter defenders. One of the top-rated teams in the league in terms of steals. And even without being a dominant defensive rebounding and shot blocking team, they were so good on the wings that it didn't matter.
And that's where you like to see Oladipo operating right there around the rim.
Johnson the screen. Ilyasova against Thomas. Baseline try. And Cantor pulls it down.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Horford. And just thinking about the way Cantor's career has gone, a lot of high expectations early, Brent, and a starting job after he moves teams.
And I think that might be a key for Cantor in the role of being a scoring big man off the bench. Really can play to his strength, and he can take advantage of another team's second unit, maybe not ready or equipped to handle what he brings to the table offensively.
And Cantor drops them both.
Well, what you have to like about Enes Kanter, defense aside, is that he's an efficient scorer. He's got great instincts to offensive rebound and be in position for somebody to feed him the ball on the inside.
Crowder kicks to Thomas. There's the triple. Again, Thomas missing.
Well, he's seen it before where he can light it up with the best in the league, but right now, he just does not have the touch.
Westbrook with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Cantor.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
Here's Horford. Busted. No good that time either. And for Cantor, his play is what everyone envisioned for him when he was taken 3rd overall back in that 2011 draft.
Well, the hopes for every general manager looking at Cantor was that he'd be a great low-post scorer, and that's where he's shown most of his prowess, there and at the offensive glass, where he just simply swallows everything up and puts it back in the basket.
Oladipo right side. Unloads. He can't get it to go. Bradley with some nice D. Thomas outside. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Oladipo outside. Shot clock at 5. Takes it from 10. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. One item with Russell Westbrook and the big contract for Enes Kanter. The Thunder without a lot of financial wiggle room right now.
Well, with Westbrook, we've talked about how much on a nightly basis you're going to have a chance to win regular season games. But with the loss of Ibaka and Durant, it opens up a huge opportunity for a big man to step up and contribute. One of the things Billy Donovan has to be proud in what he saw last year was Steven Adams and his progression in the middle. Can Enes Kanter now become that guy to play consistently on the inside for OKC?
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Horford. Yarebko comes in for Johnson. Brown is checked in for Crowder. And Smart subbed in for Thomas.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Bradley can't get it to go. And the Thunder with possession. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. That puts them in the lead. 8 points for Enes Kanter.
Well, this is the area where Kanter can really unleash his offensive arsenal. Difficult guy to defend inside.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Payne with it, out guarded by Smart. Morrow kicks to Kanter. And Boston with the rebound.
He looked like he was in rhythm to shoot that one, guys, especially as open as he was. Just clanged it.
And the basket by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his first bucket in this one.
Just dirty work on the offensive boards there. Rips it down and then tops it off with a strong putback.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Olynyk with the steal. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
I love the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's seizing it without a second hesitation.
Kanter, the pass to Payne. And that one's on target from the wing. Here's Smart. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. He kicks to Yarebko. Bradley, that's for 2. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Goes up off the inbound, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Bradley's got his third basket of the night right there. Now here's Payne. Singler outside. Launches a three. Kept alive. Collison. For Oklahoma City, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. That's good from Collison. Brent, I know you're interested in coaching. You've been approached by several teams in the league. You see some coaches who like to do platoon substitutions, others who prefer to stagger minutes and blend starters with reserves. Put on your coach's hat here for a second. How would you approach that?
Well, I think it has to do with who you have on your team.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way to say I'll be a platooning coach no matter who it is that I have, because your first 5 may be good and your second 5 may be like the guys I play open gym with, and you don't want those guys in the game. So I'm always in favor of keeping one of your main stars on the floor as a conduit and the guy who can keep the rhythm of the offense going, help guys out, establish some confidence, and then swapping those guys out. And then obviously in crunch time, you're putting your best 5 on the floor to go at another team. But a lot of coaches have differing views on that. I love the fact that you can platoon guys. I'm not liking the wholesale
5 for 5.
5 for 5 shift change. We won't do that.
Okay.
To give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Screen by Olynyk. Out to the wing. Jerebko kicks to Olynyk.
Surveying the Thunder roster here, and a lot of the players on it were their own draft picks. He's done a great job of identifying some talent late in rounds in the draft. Found a good amount of rotation players even when they were going deep into the playoffs.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Olynyk. And so Olynyk nails both of them. Thunder trailing by 3. Feeds it to Morrow. At the elbow, it's Collison. Kicks it to Morrow. Dishes to Payne. Out to the right wing. Here's Cantor. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. And for the Thunder and their draft success, Brent, it's so important as they aren't usually big players in free agency.
Well, that's a tip of the cap you have to give to their general manager to continue to seek out players that are going to complement the team. Just invaluable.
Pass to Payne. Right side, Collison. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Stolen by Cantor. Here's Morrow, guarded by Bradley. Now Payne. And it's denied. Tie game in Boston. After this break, we'll be back with this. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much 18 years of being rookie. That's pretty much all it is, and people just beat you up for no reason.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, I'd say it might have toughened him up a little bit, that's for sure. Wow, 18? That is mind-boggling.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Second chance points are wild cards. You never know when you're going to get them, and they always seem to affect the outcome of the game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Thunder, the Stash brothers, Cantor and Adams inside. Russell Westbrook out there with Payne, and it's Singler in at the 3 spot. 6 to shoot. Here's Payne. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Celtics shooting for the game at 42%. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one thing you've heard over the years about Amir Johnson is that his box score stats may not wow you, but they belie his impact on the court. Coach Brad Stevens said he just knows how to play both ends. He makes easy plays with the ball, and then on the defensive end, he makes everyone better. Indeed, a two-way impact player, Kevin.
He's a plus-minus standout, D.A. Thank you.
Well, Cameron Payne out of Murray State has shown some great signs in his first year. Not easy to back up Russell Westbrook, as there's not many minutes at the point guard position, but has tons of upside and played with great confidence in the minutes he was given.
Singler for 3, hits it from three-point range. And it's a 3-point Oklahoma City lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Olynyk, a screen on Westbrook. From deep, Thomas drains the three-pointer. Thomas got 6. Just talking about Cameron Payne again. He didn't get too many chances as a rookie, but he showed he can run an offense.
Well, something about Cameron Payne's approach to his career I like, Kevin. Just knowing that it's going to take some time until he sees the floor consistently, and he does a lot of things within himself. That's a sign of maturity in a young player.
Olynyk dishes to Thomas. Celtics passing it around. And again, Boston with the triple.
Downtown marksman, always a little surprising how consistent he is from deep because he's such a big guy.
And Thomas over to help. Westbrook with it. Now Thomas defending. Lets it go from 11. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And when you talk about a player having an NBA-ready body, you want them to have the strength to compete with vets right off the bat. And make no mistake about it, Jaylen Brown has an NBA-ready body.
I'm just not sure the NBA is ready for him. I mean, he is a physical monster. Takes contact like defenders are insects and can still finish strong through the foul. Has a combo of speed, strength, length, and endurance that you rarely see from a player his age.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Al Horford, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Johnson comes in for Jerebko. And it's Crowder in for Brown. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Oladipo, he's checked in for Payne.
Such a big guy, Cantor, but also incredibly lean. At the NBA Combine, for instance, he tested out at 6% body fat, an extraordinarily low number for a man of his size.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. It's going to be Horford shooting. That's on Enes Kanter. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Ilyasova's checked in. You hear some of the retired legends saying that nowadays the NBA is going soft. What do you think? Do you wish the game were a little grittier?
I really don't. I think the game is what it is because of the freedom of movement, because of the rule changes. What we see in front of us is how players are trying to manage the space, the pace, and how you play.
Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut to just one on the basket for Westbrook.
More signs of the game slowing down for Westbrook. He could have come off and beat the defender on his own, but patient enough to wait for the screen and use it to his advantage.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Westbrook against Thomas. And there's the feed to Horford. Crowder kicks to Horford. Pass to Smart. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Johnson's got 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the middle. Here's Westbrook. That one, no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. Back to Thomas. The 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
And Smart to do that on the perimeter rather than go inside.
Adams, the pass to Oladipo. Westbrook dishes to Ilyasova. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And Donovan, coming in from college, definitely had a bit of a learning curve, as all coaches who make the jump have. But, you know, Brent, overall, he wasn't afraid to learn on the fly.
I think he really did a great job of setting up what last year represented in his first year by getting together with a lot of the members of the Oklahoma City Thunder team. In fact, I went to an open gym in the summer of 2015, and I saw 12 Oklahoma City Thunder players working out in the summertime with Billy Donovan and his staff. That's a great way to get started.
Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, Ilyasova, with the height of a big man, he's very much at ease and has a great release.
Outside Thomas. Here's Horford. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And it had been something that had been talked about in the past via trade, but Al Horford joined Boston in the offseason via free agency. Was the fit that he wanted team-wise, and Horford was ready for a new challenge. So great fit with this roster and the city of Boston.
And he knocks down the first one. And Al Horford got a max deal to come to the Boston Celtics, GA. He's on the wrong side of 30, but when you look at his game, his all-star resume, you don't see a real sharp decline coming.
Great point, Kevin, and that's why the Celtics were willing to give Horford the contract they gave him. It was one of the bigger free agent names on the market. You knew that the Celtics would want to make a splash in free agency, and he was their guy.
And it's good for 2. That's 10 points for Russell Westbrook.
Well, he's got no problem getting to that spot on the floor. Westbrook now looks more confident in those kind of results.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, if you ask around the league about the moves that the Thunder made with the trade for Victor Oladipo at the 2016 draft, most people would tell you they got the better of it. Oladipo, the best shooting guard they've had since James Harden.
And you know, Brett, the Oklahoma City Thunder for so long making do with one way at the off-guard position.
I think you're right, Kevin, and maybe Victor Oladipo changes that. Over 15 points per game for his career. and a very aggressive and athletic defender, a legit two-way player for OKC.
Nick Collison's checked in for Adams. And Al Horford drops them both. Here's Oladipo. Now the pass to Westbrook. And Robertson has it in the corner. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Johnson kicks to Crowder. Johnson the screen. It's Thomas outside. And Robertson pulls it down.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Count that bucket. And now just a 1-point Boston lead.
And maybe that's the advantage at his height that Ilyasova has down there on the block, a high release point which allows him to score easily.
On the wing, Johnson. Back to Thomas. Got a piece of it. Crowder. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
And Jay Crowder really kind of stuck as a role player in Dallas. Sent the Celtics in the Rondo trade, and boy, has he been a culture setter for Boston. The consummate pro, one of the most competitive players in our league, and he's become a difference maker on both ends. I think he's improved tremendously in the past season. Credit him and Coach Brad Stevens.
And one of the things that stands out about Jay Crowder is that at 6'6", 235, very physically strong.
Yeah, he plays bigger than his height. Not shy about throwing his weight around. And one of the league leaders in steals per game. He can cover on the wing and body you up on the block.
Brent, you had the chance to play under Coach Greg Popovich during your 4 seasons with the Spurs. Aside from the obvious accolades and plaudits, what stands out to you about him as a coach?
The one thing about Pop that stands out, Kevin, is the simple fact that the rhythm of the season is something that he has a tremendous amount of control over.
Had great feel for it.
There's no doubt about it. Pop is so good about understanding the feelings and the emotions attached to the game. And on top of that, the priority with which the game should have in your life. And that's the kind of player that they're looking for. They understand that the player has to understand the job, his accountability to his teammates, the role that he's asked to play, and then lastly, just how important basketball is in the grand scheme of things.
Here's Westbrook. Rebounded by the Celtics. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And those are the shots that you expect him to make. You've seen it before, and so far, just not on his A game tonight.
It's tipped. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 12 in the game. So the Celtics call timeout, their first.
I still think about the amazing fact that Russell Westbrook came into the NBA as a 2 guard and not a true point. He's becoming one of the most effective distributors in the league.
Bradley's checked in for Boston. Here's Thomas. 9 points in the game so far. You talk, Brent, about Westbrook's passing. He draws so much attention with his scoring. He draws multiple defenders.
Well, I think the 2015-16 season showed tremendous amount of maturity in Russell Westbrook's game in being a playmaker for this team. Almost a fifth of his passes resulted in made baskets. That's easily the best in the league. He's a good shot creator, but his passing step in the right direction.
And the Thunder making a change here. Morrow's checked in. For Boston, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws. And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
Oladipo with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Just 5 on the clock. Oladipo for 3, kept alive.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And it's Horford with the extra effort. Horford's got 16.
Well, he is a huge reason why they have this lead.
Here's Oladipo. He dishes it to Morrow. And Robertson has it in the corner. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
Well, coaches always tell you, if you take a chance, you better get it.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. It's a 5-point game. 4 on the shot clock. And stolen by Thomas. And a fast break now for the Celtics. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Well, Isaiah Thomas, a first-time All-Star in 2016, only the second player in NBA history, 5'9" or shorter, to merit that honor. I didn't know that.
Yeah, following in the footsteps of the legendary Calvin Murphy. And for a guy taken with the 60th and final pick of the 2011 draft, Thomas no longer Mr. Irrelevant. Another step in his quest to become the best under 6-foot basketball player to ever lace him up.
Clock at 6. And Oladipo kicks to Robertson. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Again, Oladipo missing. Austin leading by 8. It's off his leg. And it's being called a kickball. Oklahoma City on D. Bradley kicks to Thomas. Boston's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. He feeds it to Horford. 6 to shoot. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 5 assists tonight.
He's given them a little bit of everything this quarter, but his scoring has been absolutely dominant.
And here is Ilyasova. Up top, Oladipo. He's guarded by Thomas. And they get it. And it's sent back by Horford.
Not in here. Just can't throw stuff up like that around Horford. He sends that one right back.
Shot by Crowder, no good. Thunder trailing by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And stolen by Horford. And here's Bradley from 3. Morrow with the rebound.
Well, he definitely forced that shot, guys. He had plenty of time to adjust himself and kick the ball out and look for a better shot. Have to give credit to the defense there, too.
Shoots the 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that's what we mean by combo guard skills right there. Kept his head up and found the open man.
Horford double team. And Thomas, here we go. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. Austin making some changes. Olenek is checked in for Horford. Jerebko comes in for Johnson. And it's Brown in for Crowder. And then for Oklahoma City, Cantor checked in for Ilyasova. Singler comes in for Andre Robertson. And it's Payne in for Oladipo. Payne with it. The dish to Cantor. Back to Payne. From deep. Doesn't go for him. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Brown the pass to Thomas. He kicks it to Olynyk. Thunder trailing by 10. Pass to Cantor. Singler outside. Cantor sets the pick for Singler. There's a screen by Cantor. Morrow, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Morrow's got 5 points now this quarter. Boston leading by 8. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it's always a transition and a difficult one for college coaches to come to the pros, but Celtics coach Brad Stevens made one of the smoothest we've seen after leading Butler to back-to-back national championship games. You hear that buzz from players to opposing coaches. Greg Popovich said, "I really respect what he does. His team executes. I'll still watch his Butler tape. Trying to learn some stuff, to be honest with you. High praise indeed, fellas."
And Popovich, really the godfather of the active coaches right now, DA. His voice carries certainly a lot of weight in this league. Thank you. And so Olynyk nails both of them. Thunder trailing by 10 to the left side wing. Morrow kicks to Cantor. To the inside. Feeds to Payne. Baseline J on the way. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Cantor's got 16.
Owning a diverse offensive skill set, a variety of moves both inside and out. Cantor right now on fire.
Thomas against Collison. It's taken away by Collison. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Cantor with a screen on Brown. And here's Morrow outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now just a 5-point Celtic lead. Now here's Bradley. He has 7. Outside Thomas. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 17 points in the game. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. It's the Celtics up 7. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. Al Horford putting in some incredible work tonight. He had 18 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
Well, they're out in front tonight because of their offensive rebounding. Those second chance buckets came into play in a big way. Those are effort points, momentum builders, salvaging points off the scrap heap. You never heard me say scrap heap before, Ernie. I don't even know what it means. It just sounded good.
And over to Kenny. Your thoughts on the Thunder?
Well, it's almost impossible to catch up if you keep fouling. They need to be the team getting to the foul line at a higher rate in the second half. That means driving to the basket, hitting the cutters, slicing to the basket. Anything going to the basket is your friend.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone. There's State Station. That's where you get off the T if you're going to go visit the old State House here in Boston. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Al Horford has been sensational.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Well, showed great discipline and only took good shots. So we'll see if he can keep that decision-making up here in the third.
Celtics leading by 7. Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Jay Crowder out there with Johnson. And it's Horford in at the center. That's the Boston 5. Oladipo outside. Westbrook dishes to Cantor. And it's sent back by Horford. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Thomas. Outside Crowder. And Johnson now top of the key. Bradley, that's for 2. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Robertson has it in the corner. Kicks to Westbrook. Dishes it to Ilyasova. There's the pick. Up top, Oladipo. Clock at 2, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Oladipo's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Oklahoma City. Thomas against Westbrook. Westbrook with the steal. And Robertson has it in the corner. Crowder with the steal. 11 feet away, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. Ilyasova's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Robertson has it in the corner. Outside Westbrook. And Ilyasova kicks to Oladipo. You know, Brett, when you take a look at the fit for Oklahoma City, Russell Westbrook and Victor Oladipo, that might be the most athletic backcourt tandem in the NBA.
Well, you'd be hard-pressed in the Western Conference to find a backcourt that has this kind of athleticism. McCollum and Lillard in Portland, that's one way to go. Steph and Clay in Golden State, that's another. But sheer athleticism right here in OKC, they may be tops.
Oladipo hits them both.
2013, Victor Oladipo heard his name second in that draft. One of the best shooting guards in the league and getting better.
Picked by Horford. Bradley, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Ilyasova.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Shocking he blew that opportunity, guys. 9 times out of 10, that is an easy make.
Crowder kicks to Thomas. Puts up a 3. But they'll get another chance. Great D that time from Westbrook.
Well, they got to be more active on offense and maybe a little bit more aggressive going to the rim. 0 of 4, not impressive thus far. You really have to guard against his smarts. Knows every angle.
Outside Bradley. Pass to Horford. That one doesn't go. Good D by Westbrook. To the right side. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And they take the lead. Adams has got 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Horford double team. To end the drought. It's stolen by Adams. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got the ball, and play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in. Boston trailing. At the top of the key, Horford. The feed to Smart. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got 6 rebounds in the game. Oladipo, the pass to Adams. From inside. And Boston with the rebound.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Nice shot by Smart. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Fires from 18. Here's Adams. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Ilyasova dishes to Oladipo. Here's Smart. Passes it to Thomas. Here's the screen. Horford with the screen on Ilyasova. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. It's hauled in by Adams. Oklahoma City trailing. And here's Oladipo. 8 points for him. The pass to Adams. Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He dishes it to Thomas. There's the 3. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Back to Ilyasova. Here's Roberson. Here's Oladipo. Hey, Crowder pulls it in.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Yeah, and I think that's the shot they were scheming to create on that possession. Painful. It didn't go down.
Westbrook against Thomas. He feeds it to Horford. Again, the miss by Horford. Oklahoma City shooting at a decent 44% clip here. For 3, Westbrook. The rebound by Johnson.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Thomas. Johnson the screen. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, Smart with it. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Boston making some changes. Olenek is checked in for Johnson. Jerebko comes in for Crowder. And it's Brown in for Isaiah Thomas. And then for Oklahoma City, Cantor checked in for Ilyasova. Kyle Singler comes in for Roberson. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Victor Oladipo. 4 on the clock. And stolen by Singler. In the corner, it's Westbrook. They need this one. And he's good on the 3 ball. Westbrook's got 17 now.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
And it goes down 2 points. Smart's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the 2 teams.
Westbrook kicks to Adams. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olenek. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Payne. Just 5 on the clock. Morrow. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Boston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Smart with the ball. He's got 6. The kick out to Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
And really, Brown is astonishing when he takes it inside. The defense does not know what to do with it.
And Brown over to help. From deep, Morrow drills the three-pointer. 11 points in the game. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail.
Horford gets the bucket.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And Singler kicks to Adams. The dish to Morrow. Now here's Adams. He has 6. Out to the wing. Fires from deep. Morrow, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Smart wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target. Oklahoma City's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Offensive rebound. Adams. And stolen by Horford. Now Urebka. He kicks to Olynyk. The Celtics working the ball around now. Ball's knocked loose, and that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. And the Thunder making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. And so here is Oklahoma City. They trail by 1. There's a screen by Cantor. Pass to Payne. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
Good fundamentals. Cantor sets a solid pick to spring open his teammate.
Pick by Horford. Smart with the ball. Adams on him. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And at this point in his career, Marcus Smart, more of a defensive specialist. You know, offensively, an improving shooter and an improving decision maker as well, but his defense is where he hangs his hat. And I do think, though, you're starting to see a gradual improvement in terms of his ability to make open shots.
First free throw is good. And talking about the defensive prowess of Marcus Smart, there's no question, Greg, at 6'4", 220, he's got almost a football-like build, and I know you like football.
Yeah, if football was his first love, played strong safety and wide receiver, and plays a little bit of that in the NBA as it is. He brings that physicality and fire to the hardwood. It can be an intimidating presence on the defensive side of the field.
The definition of a gamer, Marcus Smart, a real blue-collar player, Greg.
It really fits in well with how the Celtics want to play. They want those fire breathers on the floor. His anger got the best of him at times in the past, and that altercation he had with an opposing fan back in college might have given some teams pause. The Celtics want guys who care, and he definitely does.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Thunder with the lead. Feeds it to Cantor. Singler for 3. The shot comes out. Now Boston takes it the other way. Smart kicks to Horford. No one near him. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one. Westbrook passes to Cantor, and stolen by Horford. There's Brown with the 3. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got 11 rebounds in the game. Payne kicks to Westbrook to the inside and stolen by Horford. Here's Smart. Here's Olynyk. Count it from 12. And now it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Cantor with a screen on Brown. Singler for 3. Rebounded by Smart. Smart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Screen by Olynyk. Here's Horford. And it comes off the front of the rim. Thunder trailing by 3. Westbrook dishes to Singler. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Singler's got 5 now.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
Yeah, the D playing too soft there. They've got to body him up and keep him off that spot.
And there it is for him.
And you can see the second chance points now starting to be a major factor.
Here's Adams. Nice pass. Run into the rack perfectly for the layup. Adams has got 4 points now in the quarter. And the Celtics shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. There's the pick. Horford the pass to Brown. This one for 3. Thunder with the rebound. Singler outside. 1 second left. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Celtics lead by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
We've done a great job moving the ball. Let's keep the ball moving, extra pass, attack, pass, and play, okay?
Billy Donovan enjoying the activity his team is showing, the motion of his offense, just wants to see more of it.
Yeah, they're working together well. The key now is to try to do it consistently throughout the rest of this evening.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. 4th quarter should be good. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. The Stash brothers, Cantor and Adams inside. And it's Singler in at the 3 slot. The Celtics with the lead. And the wide-open shot from Crowder. They get the rebound. Johnson. And finally they hit one. Johnson's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Celtics. Oladipo outside. Looking to get it going. Olynyk with the steal. Outside Thomas. From 12 feet out. Here's Johnson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Shooting for Boston, Amir Johnson. Will be at the line shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. So he can't get either to fall. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Oladipo, plenty of space, and he nails that one right through the net. 4th quarter of basketball, we're about a minute into it. And here is Thomas. Olynyk, a screen on Westbrook. The 3 from Thomas, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing this second half in the mud.
There's a screen by Cantor. Ilyasova, a screen on Thomas. For 3, Westbrook. Rebounded by the Celtics. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bradley kicks to Thomas. Dishes it to Johnson. Johnson the screen. Bradley, no one around him. Sinks the triple. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Westbrook against Thomas. Westbrook dishes to Cantor. Johnson with the block. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Now it's a 6-point Celtic lead. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. And it's Boston with another.
My goodness, how about the degree of difficulty on that shot?
Oladipo, the pass to Cantor. Here's Westbrook. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Westbrook's got 9 points here in the second half. Thomas kicks to Olynyk from 13, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That's on Enes Kanter.
At the line for the Celtics, Kelly Olynyk. Will be at the line shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Kyle Singler. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Thunder trailing by 8. And Cantor throws it down.
And that's just not something Russell came in doing, being a playmaker. But what we're seeing out of Westbrook now, great vision.
Thomas against Westbrook. Thomas, no luck.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
This is one of those slumps that you'll just probably want to shoot your way out of.
There's a good screen. Westbrook kicks to Oladipo. No good that time. Bradley with some nice D. Pass to Thomas. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Thomas got 20.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Here's Oladipo. Outside Westbrook. Fires from the wing. Bullseye. He's got 23.
I'm not sure what else you can do right there. Westbrook with the length and quickness to get the shot off, even when you're right next to him.
Thomas, a screen on Westbrook. Screen by Olynyk. Kicks it to Thomas. It's stolen by Oladipo. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Roberson. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
Yeah, and as many times as you see it, you know, you never get used to seeing a player have to come out with injury.
And you have to feel for the guy right here. You can see that look of frustration on his face.
And the Thunder making a change here. Singler's checked in. Thomas dishes to Bradley. Back to Thomas. 5 on the clock. Pulls up. High post. That shot off. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. The feed now to Oladipo. At the elbow, Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook. Celtics leading by 5. And here's Bradley from 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Ilyasova's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Back to Oladipo. Passes to Westbrook. Singler up top. Shoots off a screen. A rebound by Johnson. Boston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
I'm not sure the opposing team's coaching staff has a tactic to slow down Russell Westbrook.
Johnson the screen. To the paint. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively. And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Thomas kicks to Johnson, and it's good, 2 points. And the Celtics lead by 7. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. They set the pick. With the floater, Oladipo misses.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
And the play was executed exactly as you draw it up until the very end. He's kicking himself.
Here's Thomas. Soft touch off the glass. Thomas got 22.
Just a great attack mentality. Got right through the defense to finish strong inside.
Oladipo outside. The pass to Westbrook. To the middle. Here's Cantor. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist here tonight. Outside Thomas. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Russell Westbrook.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Thomas passes to Olynyk, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Enes Kanter.
Shooting for Boston, Kelly Olynyk. Will be at the line shooting 2.
And that one falls for Olynyk. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And so he hits both.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
The kick out to Westbrook. Westbrook double team. Oladipo dishes to Adams. He feeds it to Westbrook. Shot from 12. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 4 points at the basket from Adams.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Well, there never really is, but you're right, especially coming down the stretch of a tight game. He's a guy you got to pay much closer attention to defensively.
From deep, Thomas. And no good that time. Good D by Westbrook. Thunder trailing by 4. Oladipo for 3, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And that's 13 points for Victor Oladipo. Thomas against Westbrook. Outside Thomas. Inside, it's tipped. It's stolen by Oladipo. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Thomas with the steal. Bradley with the ball. Now defended by Oladipo.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Al Horford is checked in for Olynyk.
Avery Bradley. At the line with 1 shot,
Thunder trailing by 4. Oladipo outside. Here's Westbrook, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And he's been demanding the ball in these situations. Westbrook with a chance to put this team away.
Thomas with the ball, picked by Horford. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Now, here's Oladipo. He dishes it to Westbrook. That one rolling around and runs out.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score. It's a tough one to swallow here in the fourth.
And the shot's good from Crowder. Now, Oladipo. Down low. Double team on Westbrook. From 12 feet out. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Westbrook's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Well, that's some great concentration there from Westbrook. Does a great job finishing off inside, even with the hand in his face.
Now the dish to Crowder. Johnson kicks to Thomas. Double team on Thomas. Pocket 4. And here's Bradley from 3. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Oladipo. And the shot is long. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
But they get it back.
And that long rebound just falls right back into their hands. That'll reset the shot clock.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
That is showing a very steady hand with the pressure dialed to 11.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
And you talk about coming through at the most crucial moment. What a job to tie this thing up.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
So it's the Celtics now. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Westbrook. Money!
It's a certain mindset, Kevin, right now to want the ball at the end of games, and Westbrook has it.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Thomas. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Brandley kicks to Thomas. Outside Brandley. Inside. It's deflected. It's stolen by Adams. And so they foul intentionally.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Well, he entered the league as a great free throw shooter. Westbrook now gets there a ton.
And he is unable to get the second one. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 3. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
I'm not so sure. There's not a whole lot of time to play around with. I think they look for the 3 and try to tie this thing up.
Chance to tie it up.
That next shot has to come from behind the arc. Only a 3 is going to save them.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. The first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And with those makes, he's put the finishing touches on a very good win.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And a chance to...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, friends and neighbors. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith as we move forward to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. He lit up the scoreboard in the fourth. Guys were scrambling around trying to match up with him. He was in too much of a groove to be messed with.
Russell Westbrook is always on fire, but something tonight put kerosene on it. And the passion and intensity that he plays at, he's never going to be stopped once the fire is burning. What a competitor. An amazing game for him tonight.
At home, Ernie, on the road, Kenny, doesn't matter. This guy is impossible to handle when he gets rolling. Crowd was doing its best to fire this guy up and get him to respond, but nothing worked. He was too much fun.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Ken...